Okay, Unit 1, test review. 1 through 16, I don't want you to use a calculator. Okay, I want you using either your number line or your head. Okay, yeah, the number line if in your head's not going to work. -5 plus -9. Did I ever say the word minus? No, I didn't, so leave the problem the way it is and go to your number line to add. -5 plus -9, you're going 9 to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. -14. 3 plus -6. Never said the word minus. It never came out of my mouth. 3, adding -6, 6 to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So -3. 8 minus 12. The word minus did come out of my mouth, so we need to fix it. It's going to go plus negative. So we're taking an 8 and adding -12. So 8, adding -12, 12 to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So -4. -8 minus 12. Again, I said the word minus right there, so plus negative. So now I'm starting at a -8 and I'm adding -12. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, down 9, 10, 11, 12, -20. Four minus -7. I said the word minus, but there's a negative after it, so it's plus plus. So it's 4 plus 7. That's 11. -3 minus -3. Did I say the word minus? Yes, I did, right here. So plus plus. So -3 plus 3, I'm at -3, so I go 3 units to the right, 1, 2, 3, and I'm at 0. Five minus 8. I said minus plus negative. 5 plus -8. So I'm at 5, I go not 8 units to the left, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That'd be -3. Okay, -2 minus -1. Okay, again, I said minus, there's a negative after it, plus plus, so -2 plus 1. Okay, so it'd be -1. Two minus 7. I said the word minus plus negative. So I'm at a 2, I go 7 to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, -5. Okay, number 10, 3 minus -2. Said the word minus, there's a negative after it. 3 plus 2 is 5. Okay, 8 minus 18. Again, the word minus popped out of my mouth, so plus negative. So I start at 8, I go 18 units to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So -10. -2 minus -10. Again, I said the word minus, so plus plus. So -2, and I go 10 to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it takes me to 8. Okay, number 13. Now the game changes. You put that number line away because now you have multiplication as the operation. Negative times a negative is a positive. 6 times 3 is 18. Positive times a negative is a negative. 6 times 3 is 18. Again, put the number line, when you get to a times operation, the number line then is not used. 12 divided by, okay, negative divided by negative is a positive. 12 divided by 4 is 3. Think 4, 8, 12. Positive divided by a negative is a negative. That's 3. Okay. Okay. Now we can use a calculator here, and now we're given expressions with replacements. Okay. Get that sheet off to the side. Number 17, 4x minus xy. X is equal to negative 10, while y is equal to 2. Okay, make sure all operations are visible. So that's a times, a minus, and a times. Then parenthesize your variables and replace them with your given values. So 4 times parentheses minus parentheses times parentheses. So x is negative 10, negative 10, and 2. Fix any I'm in the wrong one. Fix any subtraction operator. So we got 4 times negative 10 minus followed by a negative, so that's plus plus, and times 2. Now you execute your PMDA. Remember, I don't need exponents and I don't need subtraction. So here are my multiplications. It's going to be negative 40. 10 times 2 is 20. Negative 40 plus 20, so if I'm at negative 40, I'm adding 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I'm at negative 20. Same idea. 5x plus y. X equals negative 6, y equals 2. Know the operations, times x and plus y. Parenthesize your variables. X negative 6, y 2. Okay, fix any minus. 5 times negative 6 plus 2. I never said the word minus, so never came out of my mouth, so we don't fix jack. Execute PMDA. Parentheses no, multiplication you bet right there. Positive times a negative is a negative, with 5 times 6 is 30 plus 2. No division, we got to add. Negative 30 plus 2. Negative 30 traveling 2 goes this way, makes negative 28. Okay, number 19. I know I'm kind of flying on this, but negative 4 parentheses x minus 3 plus 2, with x having a value of negative 4. What are my operations? Times, minus, and plus. Okay, parenthesize your variables, replace them with the given values. Well, when the variable's already in a parentheses, we're not going to make another one because that looks stupid. Okay, so negative 4. Just replace your x with, just put a negative 4 there, okay? Okay, fix any subtraction operations. Well, let's read the problem. Negative 4 times, negative 4 minus, plus negative, and then plus 2. Okay, now we execute the order of operations. Got to figure out negative 4 plus negative 3. 1, 2, 3, that's negative 7. So then we have negative 4 times negative 7 plus 2. Multiply, negative times a negative is a positive. 4 times 7 is 28 plus 2. Okay, addition, 28 plus 2 is 30. Okay. Okay, then for some dumb reason, I just call this, just keep going, number in order. I don't know how that happened. Now we are not given replacements. Okay, so the game changes. No replacement for variables. 2x minus 3y plus 7 minus 14x minus 6y plus 1. Simplify without the benefit of replacements. Well, since we can't put numbers in for the variables, we need to make sure each variable has a coefficient number connected to the front. So that x has a 2, the y has a 3, 14, 6. So I don't need to put any 1s. Know all operators, make sure they're visible. 2 in the x is times, minus 3 times y, plus 7 minus 14 times x, minus 6 times y, plus 1. Okay, do we have any subtraction operators? Well, we got 2 times x, minus, so plus negative 3 times y, plus 7, minus, plus negative then, 14 times x, minus, plus negative 6 times y, plus 1. Now we execute the order of operations to simplify. No parentheses. You do have multiplication, but you don't know what those letters are, so you can't multiply. No division. Now how about adding? Well, I have x. I add the two numbers multiplied by x. 2 and negative 14. So if I'm at 2 and I go 14 to the left, that's going to take me to negative 12. So that's what the x is really being multiplied by. Then let's talk y. What numbers do I have multiplied by the y? Negative 3, negative 6. Negative 3, negative 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, negative 9. Then numbers not multiplied by anything at all. We have a 7 and a 1, so that's 8. So we're done. Multiplied by x, multiplied by y, not multiplied. So it's been simplified. Number 21. Negative 5, parentheses x plus 3. Okay, no replacement. So make sure this x variable has a coefficient in the front. We're going to put a 1. We're not putting the 1 in for the x, we're putting it in front. Okay, now know all your operators. Times, plus. Fix any subtraction. I never said minus, so we don't have to fix anything. Now, PMDA. You have a parentheses, but you cannot do anything to simplify it. Okay? Multiplication, you can't take 1 times x, but you can distribute the factor of 5. So negative 5, negative 5. You're going to times that by the 1 with its factor of x and by the 3. Negative times a positive is a negative, 5 with x. Negative times a positive is a negative with 15. So you have negative 5x plus negative 15. So all the multiplication is done, that I can do anyway. No division, and you can't add these two. Okay, that's multiplied by x, that one is not. So it's done. Makes sense. My answer makes sense. Number multiplied by x and a number not multiplied by anything. Okay, negative 6x minus 8 divided by negative 2. Okay, that x has a 6, so we're good. Now let's know all the operators. So times, minus, and divide. Okay. Fix that minus sign, so plus negative. And now we're going to execute the PMDA. This is a parentheses, it's a grouping. It's not going to be there, but it is. Okay. So the parentheses I can't simplify. We got a times x, and I can't add when that has a times x, that one doesn't. Okay, there is no well, the only multiplying is the times x, which we can't do. Now dividing has to be done. It's similar to what I'm doing here, except instead of times, we divide. Now we got to make sure we put that negative 2 second, because it's on bottom. And then I go negative 6x and negative 8. Negative divided by negative is a positive. 6 divided by 2 is 3 with the x factor. Negative divided by negative is a positive with 4. So it's going to be 3x plus 4. Okay, next one, square roots. Square root of the number 16. What times itself is 16? I think it's 4. Okay. Square root of the number 42. Heck if I know, so let's square root it on the calculator. 6 point, let's go 6, okay? Now, the hard problem is this rectangle one, okay? This is number 25. Write a simplified algebraic expression for both the area and perimeter of the rectangle. So we got 4 and 8x minus 3. Let's fix that minus to plus negative. So I'm good. Okay, so I have to write an expression. You're not really finding what the perimeter actually is, nor are you able to find what the area actually is because I didn't give you a replacement value for x. So that's why it says write a simplified expression. So perimeter is found by adding the sides, and the area is found by taking the length times the width. So let's do the adding of the sides first. 8x plus negative 3 plus 8x plus negative 3 plus 4 plus 4. Now, you are not given replacements. You want to simplify without the benefit of a replacement. So you make sure each variable has a coefficient number in the front, 8x, 8x. If it didn't have a number in front, that just means put a 1 in front. Know all the operators, make sure they're visible. So 8 times x plus negative 3 plus 8 times x plus negative 3 plus 4 plus 4. Any minuses? No, we fixed them up here so they won't be an issue down here. Execute. PMDA. Well, not doing parentheses. We have multiplication, but we can't do it. There's no division. So really it's just adding the like terms. So I've got x. What are the numbers multiplied by x? 8 and 8, 16. Then I write plus. Now what are the numbers not multiplied? Well, we got 4 numbers not multiplied by x. We have to add those all together. Gives me 2. That's it. Okay. All right, area. Length, width. I would put the 4 first since it's shorter. Or not a shorter side, but this has more terms than that. This is more complicated. Put your more complex expression second and your simpler expression first. Okay, again, you don't have the benefit of replacement, so make sure each variable has a coefficient number in the front, as 8. Know all the operators, make sure they're visible. So 4 times 8, 8 times x, x plus negative 3. Don't have to worry about fixing the subtractions because we fixed it up there. Execute where possible, okay? So P, parentheses. Well, here we just have a 4. Here we have 8 times x. I can't do that, and I can't add because I don't know. I can't. Number with an x multiplied by x cannot be added with a number not multiplied. Okay, multiplication. You can't take 8 times x, but you can distribute the 4. So 4 times 8x times negative 3. So that's 32 with x, and that's negative 12. So 32x plus negative 12. No dividing, adding we can't do. That has x, that doesn't. Okay, watch out for that problem. Number 26. Remember, if I didn't put words in bold, that means you can just solve it. A bank account has $500. The person with the account spends $200, puts in $20, spends $400, puts in $250. Calculate the balance of the bank account after the last transaction. Remember, you don't draw the boxes, just solve it. You're drawing the boxes for the third one because I have words in bold. But these two, we're just going to use simple operations. Has 500, then he spends 200, then he puts in 20, then he spends 400, then he puts in 250. My mental math's right, that's 170, but we'll make sure we check it. Yep. $170. Okay. Okay, number 27. An eagle travels downward 600 feet over 5 seconds. Calculate his rate of change of the eagle's elevation feet per second. Again, just use fundamental math. You don't need algebra unless I give you the units in bold. Simple. Feet per second means he tells you he travels 600 feet in 5 seconds. Feet per second means you want to find out how many feet he goes in just one single second. Well, that's a division. You take the quantity of feet, which was 600, divided by the quantity of seconds, 5, and that's 120 feet per second. That means every 1 second he goes 120. So that's 1 second. That's 2 seconds, 3 seconds, 4 seconds, 5 seconds, and what do you know? It's 600. Okay, now with the bold units, I want you to use algebra. So set up your boxes before we read the problem. You should know right away on the test when I have units in bold, I want the boxes and the table. The temperature in the evening currently sits at 68 degrees. Each hour the temperature drops at a constant rate of 4 degrees per hour. Calculate the temperature after 5 hours. This feet here is idiotic. I need to write that as degrees. Okay. So degrees is our answer. So we have degrees and hours. Time unit is the X. There will be a time unit when we start off with these. And then Y is the hours. So degrees per hour. Okay, we know the degrees per hour is 4. 4 times X. Now, has it got to be positive or negative? Well, we'll figure that out here. Hours, degrees. X, 0, 1, 2. So before it dropped 4 degrees per hour, it's 68 degrees. That's the initial amount. Now it's dropping, so this would be a negative. Okay, so that goes down. So 64, 60, and so forth. So on the graph, negative 4 times X is my rate of change. Now the first number we added the negative 4 to is 68 equals Y. Okay. So our equation 68 plus negative 4 dot X equals Y. Okay, now 5 hours, put 5 there, and X equals 5. So you have 68 plus negative 4 times 5 equals Y. So the Y is all by itself. We just need to do the order of operations over here. We would times first. Negative times a positive is a negative, and 4 times 5 is 20. So 68 down 20 would be 48. And there we have it.